Well, it is a lightweight boxing show, but this is a Manchester Derby special with the former WBA lightweight champion of the world. That's the contract that we've got to say every time. Anthony $1 Million Crolla at the Fox ABC. So it's at Old Trafford. It's a lunchtime kick-off. It's Manchester United against Manchester City. City off the back of a poor result against Southampton, not their first 11.
Yep.
Manchester United getting the job done, of course, in midweek as well. So, firstly, your thoughts on this one?
Mate, I think, some people would argue, and some people would argue the opposite. It's a great time to play City. There was as poor as they've been in a long time against Southampton. And we're playing very well. Looks like we've certainly turned a corner. There's been a few years of false hope, but I think it's finally.
Out yet, no?
No, absolutely not. No, it couldn't be any more in. But then it's also like City have got sort of a point to prove now. And do they come out and we see a vintage Manchester City, ruthless Manchester City on Saturday? I don't know, but I can't even say I'm looking forward to it because I don't really look forward to Derby Day because of nerves, bragging rights and stuff like that. But Derby Days are unbelievable when you get a result, when they're not.
You haven't got any blues in your team?
Yep. No, I have. No, Jake James is.
Jake, yeah.
Yeah, Jake. He's a big blue as well. But his missus just had a baby, so if City do get 3 points, he can have another week's maternity. Yeah.
So go on, what's your prediction?
I think we get a result on Saturday. And then I don't want to become City obsessed. And there's a long way to go in the season, but at least the quad's gone now, hasn't it? The quad's gone.
I was going to say, you were jumping for joy before about the quad.
Yeah, I was made up, I'm not going to lie. But it's, when you look as well, listen, Arsenal, I know there's a long way to go, but City don't take 3 points there on Saturday, then Arsenal win again. That gap, the title contenders as it is, but I can't just say we throw a major spanner in the works. Win on Saturday, you can't rule us out. I know that sounds a bit mad, but you can't. But I just believe the belief in those players at the minute. But I just think a good start's so important, and it happened the other night at Southampton. I think if they can do it, we can, and I think we win 2-0 on Saturday.
2-0?
2-0.
Who's scoring goals?
The man of the moment. Been good in derbies. I've seen him put a few in on Derby Day before. Marcus Rashford.
Probably the only Mancunian on the pitch as well. I don't know if you class Phil Foden if he plays, obviously Stockport, but...
The Stockport and Iniesta.
Yeah.
No, not... just
so who do you fear then? I mean, it's a fairly obvious one, but...
You've just said then, Phil Foden, for me. And he was just saying, I think you're speaking off camera, my younger brother, and don't normally agree with much stuff he says, but I actually believe City play better football without Haaland. I think Mika Richards, Right. But listen, you can't. How can you leave him out the team?
I was going to say, all right, you can never. See the team sheet. You're happier with Haaland in or out?
Yeah, I'm just contradicting myself. Yeah, I'm happier with him out, but then I also do believe City play better football, better build-up play without Haaland. But yeah, would have rather him in or out? Yeah, I'd definitely rather him out.
So it's 2-0 Manchester United.
2-0. Yeah, Rashford.
Here, $1 Million Crolla. Give us your best Manchester Derby moments from a Red perspective. Your favourite 3 Manchester Derbies.
My favourite 3. Right, they've not got to be at Old Trafford, have they? They're just so. My favourite, my number 1, because it's a special day to me because I won the British title that day.
What day are we talking? It's etched in your brain.
Yes, it was in Feb. Was it Feb? And is it Feb the 11th? Yeah, no, it was Feb 2011. What day was that? Was it? Yeah, Feb 2011. I am old, but yeah, Feb 2011, and the famous Rooney overhead kick. Wow.
Was it a shinner?
It was an overhead kick, Dom. But yeah, it was a shinner. But it was unbelievable. The celebration, when a derby. It was it was something else, and it was just like it was a mad day of like as buzzing as I was then. And my old dog, God bless him, Winker, he'd got out and he'd shite all over a neighbour's garden who just had these brand new stones. So I went from the highs of the Derby win to like picking up out these stones.
Champion?
No. This was on the day. Like I was on Sky later that night.
Oh,
so,
hang on a minute, right? Of
yeah.
Because you were fighting John Watson that night.
Yeah, so the
that was in
glitz and
Liverpool,
glamour.
So you'd watch the derby in the morning?
Watched the derby at my mum and dad's house.
Cleaned up some dog shit?
Yeah, it was probably all over my hands and
took yourself
nails.
off to Liverpool to beat John Watson?
Yeah, and then come home.
Because you'd stepped up to lightweight,
Yeah,
didn't you, as well?
and then come home British champion that night, and yeah.
Living the dream.
Yeah, wild.
So that's number one, the derby.
One, without a
British
doubt.
Title, all wrapped up into one. So what's number two?
When the Ginger Prince, Paul Scholes, come out of retirement, the 2011-2012 season.
2012 it was, just after Christmas, and it was a big surprise at the time. There'd been speculation because he'd been retired, obviously. I think he'd been coaching the reserves, or he'd been hanging around anyway. He hadn't gone, but he obviously hadn't been playing. And Fergie tempted him back, and I remember him getting off the bus, and that was the shocking moment when he got off the bus at the Etihad.
Yep, and I think earlier that day, just like any pro footballer, when he went to the local sports shop, bought a pair of football boots.
Is that just not the most Paul Scholes thing to do?
Yeah, and ran the show, and he won us the derby. So that was, I think, being a massive Paul Scholes fan, that's one that sticks out for me. So yeah, that's my number two.
Were you at the game that day? You would have been at
No, I wasn't. I wasn't there that day.
Not like you
I waited. No,
many, have you?
not too many recently, but no, I wasn't there that day. But I enjoyed it.
So Paul Scholes, that's derby moment number two, and your final Manchester derby moment from a rep perspective, obviously.
Right. This is a toss up, but like, yeah, the Michael Owen late winner, brilliant, unbelievable. But I was actually there the day when City was meant to win the title, and it was the most horrific 45 minutes. We went in 2-0 down. They had the firework display. There was Reds.
A couple of years ago, this isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Years back, yeah.
There was Reds trying to get out. It was at the Etihad.
So 2-0 down at
Supposedly
half-time,
couldn't.
terrible
Yeah,
display.
I wasn't one of those Reds. I was going to sit and face the pain. And anyway, one of the 4 or 5 good games Paul Pogba had for Manchester United, he decided...
Full game?
No, he had a good half hour. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
I mean, over his career.
Yeah, over his career. No, it was not. But
90 minutes, anyway.
he had a mad half hour. And it was... For that half hour, he was the player that we always hoped he would be. And... unbelievable, yeah. The fireworks got cancelled. From a fan's point of view, listen, they could argue, we went and give it them the next game at Old Trafford, and they won the league anyway. But from sort of a bit of banter between fans back and forth, it was, that was one where you felt very smug as a Manchester United fan.
Only fair to give City their dues now then. Obviously an emerging force since the Abu Dhabi takeover and everything else. So we know what they've gone on to do. So you're too young for the 5-1 at Main Road or anything like that. Which is
roughly remember it, but was too young.
It's a massive moment for City fans still to this day, obviously. But what are your Manchester derby nightmares then? Give us a couple.
I think the obvious one, the 6-1. The 6-1. Why always me, Balotelli. But probably what eased the pain, I was at my cousin's wedding, but around some of my uncles who was Blues, who was celebrating every 30 seconds. That was a bad one. That was a really bad one. And it then led to a song. It led to, they don't leave now, and it led to a DVD. It actually did lead to a DVD, I'm not joking about that, they did. That was my worst one. And then second one, I can't think of the score. Where it was Sean Goater. Did you get a few? 3-0, was it? With Neville. That was probably that was one of the other really bad ones for me. Yeah. Listen, there's been a few bad lately, but that was a bad one. But then, no, actually, you know what? I'll tell you what was a really bad one. The year in the week, and I probably just realised because my mate's over there, because we went to the pub to watch it, and ended up with an horrendous hangover the next day. Do you remember when they was really closing the gap? It was the year they won the league, and they beat us. Oh, yeah. Was it at Old Trafford? No, it wasn't Old Trafford, was it?
No, they obviously the Aguero moment at the Etihad when they won them.
Yes, yeah.
United were at Sunderland that day, thought they might have won.
Yeah,
the derby before it,
where they beat us, and I think that really, we could have killed it off there and then, and obviously, the rest is history.
Can I just remind you of one as well, which you'd be tickled thinking back now? Do you remember the Munich 50th anniversary?
Oh, jeez,
Scarves all around the
jeez.
ground, and City playing their part as well with all the scarves and all the proper.
Wow.
Recognising the moment. The City fans were really good as well on that day with the Munich anniversary. And
oh, God,
then, can you remember that result? Because I remember the day, and it'll make you chuckle.
We had and we had like, if you remember right, we had like a Munich kit on, didn't we, or something like that? It was,
kits.
yeah.
I mean, it was brilliantly done.
It was. It was written in the stars, and they battered us, didn't they? Oh, wow, what was that now?
Can I just remind you who scored the winner for City, obviously, that day? Now, when you think of the superstars and everything else. Benjani.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, yeah.
The anniversary, the 50th anniversary of the Munich air disaster.
No, I forgot all about that's got me right up there.
They've had a few, obviously.
It wasn't Mark Hughes back then, was it? Sven.
Pulling out the back.
Sven, jeez. Sven, the Swedish. Oh, Sven, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was a bad one. That was an horrendous one. They couldn't have. The boys was terrible.